Hello, everyone. It is We Live Fantasy. Tyler Lau, Mike Chaffee. How are you guys doing? It's been a crazy week. Sorry for no golf video, but I hope you read the write-up because those players are playing pretty well. And if you didn't play Robert Rock in the Euro Tour, I can't help you. So it is Thursday. We got a Thursday night football game for the ages. It is the Denver Broncos at New York Jets. If you're a Jets fan, I feel so bad for you. And if you're a Broncos fan, at least you guys got upside. So that's the good news. Tyler, you crushed Showdowns last week. You did pretty damn good. So we're going to let you lead here. And you did the homework. You dove in harder than you've ever done. You sent me on a couple texts. I'm excited to see kind of where your brain's at for tonight for guys living the low stakes life and loading up in the big lobbies.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the most excited for this game, but I do think it'll be a good game, especially the fact that it's two teams that nobody really knows what's going to happen. So it gives it gives us a level playing field, I feel.
Oh man.
I mean, both teams can't score. I mean, let's be real. They have trouble scoring, but both teams also don't have that great of a defense really either. So I mean, I'll take that back. Denver had a great defense until 5 of their starters went out last week. So now they've got like the complete second string defense that I just can't trust. I haven't been play. So a few fun facts that I did find out this week in my searches, my deep dives. Denver defense is the 5th worst in the league for fantasy points allowed to wide receivers at 29.5 over the last 3 weeks.
All right, so New York Jets wide receivers, right?
We like New York Jets wide receivers. Very, very, very good captain play is Jamison Crowder, obviously coming back off the injury.
Yeah. Shout out to Jamison Crowder for saving one of my season-long leagues. Deep league.
He could easily go out there and put up 30 points and give you 45 or more in the captain spot, and that's what I'm looking for, especially in a game like this, because there's going to be hardly any people, if anybody, that gets over 30 points in this game. Right. I just don't know if I see it. It's going to be a low-scoring game. Back to the averages, the last 3 weeks, the Denver Broncos have allowed 23.5 points. Overall points scored, and they've only scored 15. Okay.
Wow. Broncos have only scored 15 points average a game.
Average game. They did 14, 21, and 10.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're fucking terrible on offense. But the Jets don't have a defense, so what is that?
Yeah, I mean that's crazy. I mean that's sad. That's no wonder why they hired Blake Bortles, who I hope comes in tonight and balls out. I always liked Blake Bortles. I don't know why, but I always rode him. When I used to draft season-long fantasy teams, I do no quarterbacks at all, and guess who's there every time? Bare bones at the end, Blake Bortles, and he wins you league. So
absolutely.
I love Blake Bortles. And by the way, just for the absolute hell of it, I'm going to have a Blake Bortles lineup in the quarter jukebox tonight.
Well, you have to.
Because I'm fucking feeling it, okay? I think Melvin Gordon and all these guys are going to be like, dude, can you please put someone in the game who can at least throw it around? I mean, even if he throws 4 picks, at least we're trying here.
At least we're trying to go downfield.
I'm doing it. I'll light a quarter on fire. Why not, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Jets have allowed an average of 31.5 points.
Wow.
And they've only scored 12.5 on average. So.
Okay. Well,
that was interesting.
That's crazy.
The closest game that I could find to what I think this game is going to look like was, as far as showdowns go, was the Tennessee-Denver game. I want to say that was the first week, I believe. Tennessee beat Denver 16-14, and the winning lineup had a wide receiver as the captain. You had 4 Tennessee and 2 Denver. So it was a 4-2 stack with the wide receiver of the winning team as the captain.
Huh.
then you pair the quarterback, the running back, and a wide receiver. And then on the opposite team, you take a running back and a tight end. And I love that because Noah Fant is definitely an option for a play.
Yeah.
As far as Denver goes, and so is Melvin Gordon. I mean, obviously they don't have a quarterback in, so he's going to be running the fucking ball. They're going to be running like
Noah Fant's been playing really well.
Yeah, yeah. So
really
I thought that was an interesting build.
Yeah.
The notables for the Jets, as far as who to play against the Denver. Denver's ranked 12th worst in the league to quarterbacks, allowing 20.5 points.
Wow.
So Darnold would be a good play. They're also ranked 10th worst in the league for tight ends at 10.5 points. Herndon's a play. And then kickers, they're second worst in the league. So I'm sorry, that's defense. No, defense. I'm sorry, defense.
Yeah, I mean, when you allow 30 points a game,
right?
Lord Almighty, that's mad numbers.
But it's hard to take the Jets' defense because they're not really any better.
Yeah, I think this is a game where I'm okay not playing any defenses. I could eat those words, and I've eaten those words before, but
I'm gonna have some lineups that are gonna have a defense in it. And those will be 4-2 stacks favoring the team that I believe is going to win, having their defense in it. Okay. And the only reason why is because if this game is a low-scoring game, that's what's going to win the match.
Yeah, because it's 9, 8, 7 points auto. Okay. All right. Yeah, and you know what? I feel like every showdown I'm staring at lineups that are ahead of me for a long time with defenses in them. So, maybe I'll roll the dice and do 5 defenses with the stacks like you're doing just to cover my butt a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you have to, and you don't got to get crazy with it. But if you're going to play the low stakes life, I mean, why not? Why would you not take 5 quarter lineups or 5 lineups or $5 lineups?
Yeah,
with their defense in it and do a 4-2 stack and do them both ways. Take 4 defense or 4 Denver and 2 Jets. If you want to do that, which I like. As I started to look at the slate here and build, I found myself all over Crowder as a captain, and also a few Melvin Gordons because you have to.
Yeah.
I'm staying away from the Denver quarterbacks, man. I can't do it. I don't know who they're going to do. I don't know who they're going to put in.
Yeah.
Bortles would be great. I would laugh at that.
Bortles would. It won't be till the second half, though.
Yeah, no, it won't. Yeah, he won't play the whole game. Now, here's something else that I wanted to throw out there. I don't even know how to say this fucker's last name. Ballage or whatever the fuck.
Oh, Kalen Ballage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they get down early, if the Jets somehow get down early by a lot, he's going to be your guy.
Okay.
He is going to be the guy that is going to be on the field. It's not going to be Gore. They've proved that. If they get down early, they take Gore out, and it's all Ballage.
Okay.
So I had a couple stacks I built that way because I did not do well on the KC Baltimore game because I did not have Patrick Mahomes as my captain because I'm a fucking retard. So watching that game told me that I need to cover myself just in case one team does get ahead, and how the teams will play to try to.
Absolutely.
Could have easily taken down that lobby with the lineup that won. Anybody could, obviously. As far as the Jets go, some notables for the Jets. They are the 7th worst in the league against running backs, allowing 24 points.
Okay. Well, that's good for this lineup that I built.
That would be some Melvin Gordon action.
Yeah. And Philip Lindsay's officially out, right? Is he out at this moment?
I do not know. Let me it's
okay, he's questionable.
Appears unlikely to suit up Thursday in December.
Okay. So I like I like
Third on that.
I like Royce
Third on
Freeman.
that. Freeman, yeah.
Yeah, I like Royce Freeman. When I got really hosed. Gosh, I don't even remember. It's not important. But I got hosed because in a draft a couple years back, I got, it was Philip Lindsay, Royce Freeman, Philip Lindsay, Royce Freeman. Everyone, that was like a debate in the fantasy world, and I wound up getting both of them. And I tell you, if it wasn't Philip Lindsay, it was Royce Freeman. And, Melvin Gordon's obviously the alpha, but if there's no Philip Lindsay, Royce Freeman at 2,800, man, that's a green light special to me.
Yeah, if that is the case, he's going to be highly owned, though.
Yeah. Yeah, but then it turns into if he balls out, it's like you had to have him,
Yeah, no, I get it, and especially with their defense being the seventh worst against running backs,
Yeah.
I mean, how do you not?
So can I tell you my favorite lineup?
Yeah, lay it
Okay.
on me.
My favorite lineup is Sam Darnold and the captain.
Interesting.
I think
Okay.
this is this is just me speaking, just from the gut. I think Sam Darnold needs this game in prime time. He's been dealing with a lot of the New York media. It's a brutal media and market to not be doing well in. I think he's got the chip on his shoulder that we like, and I think he's got to do it. I locked in Jamison Crowder right after that because he's the guy. Okay. And then I went Melvin Gordon, the guy on that Denver offense who's going to move the ball.
Yep.
I've been hearing a lot of chatter about Hamler at 4,800, and everyone's betting the over. Everyone's looking the over. They like him. Sleeper pick, Thursday night special. A lot of guys have been talking about Hamler. And then I went Barrios, who kind of took over that kind of safety net for Sam Darnold. Why Jamison Crowder was out, and he's scoring a lot of fantasy points. So I went Barrios. So I went Darnold, wide receiver, Jets, running back, Denver, and then I took a dart on Hamler.
With 100 left on the table.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about it. Only if Philip Lindsay's out.
Well, yeah, right.
Because otherwise, I gotta rework the Hamler and Freeman.
It also would be a nice little lineup there is if you took out Hamler and put McManus in.
Oh yeah, the mile high kicker.
Yeah, or you could even put Ficken in, and then it's a 4-2.
Yeah.
Or the Jets D. Yeah, listen. I like that build.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, we hope that Sam Darnold puts up more than 11 points with that build. if Sam Darnold puts up 9 or 11 points like he's known to fucking do, that's not going anywhere.
Yeah. So I know you like covering all the bases, but realistically, how low do you feel comfortable going down this list of guys with a lot of 0 points, under 1 point, kind of like how low are you covering yourself this week down here to where you still feel comfortable about the guys?
I have about 10% Josh Malone, the wide receiver for the Jets at $200.
Yeah. I mean, God, you can stuff a lot of people into that, huh?
Well, and the reason being is right now their depth chart is awfully limited, let's say. The Jets have only 4 wide receivers on roster right now.
Wow.
That are not injured or out.
All right.
That would be Crowder, Barrios, Hogan, and Malone.
Wow.
So even though Malone is not starting, those other guys are going to need a breather at some point. He's going to be on the field. And all we need him to do is catch 2 or 3 of his targets for
$200. Yeah. Jeez Louise.
8 points. Or, God forbid, he catches a touchdown.
I think he might be in the dart throw, my single entry into the big lobby tonight.
You got to play.
$200. Yeah. God bless America. And you're so right. Only 4 wide receivers. Yeah, they got tight ends, but wide receivers, man, come on. for 200 bucks.
That's the only one I'm willing to take a stab at down here.
Okay.
Obviously, Hogan is somewhat of a worthy play, but with Crowder coming back,
Yeah, he's
I
toast.
I'd rather skip Hogan and go down to Malone, because the same amount of time on the field Hogan's going to see, I bet Malone sees about the same time, and they have about the same amount of chance of catching the ball, in my opinion.
All right. So after someone like him at 200 bucks, did you just auto click Melvin Gordon into the captain?
No, actually, I built a lot of lineups with Crowder as the captain with that.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I took Darnold in it, and then that was my other wide receiver. But then I was able to fit Gordon in there, and then get like Judy in a couple of them, I believe. So then you got your two. Yeah, then you got your two weapons there on defense.
So I did that lineup I just did right here was Jamison Crowder, captain, Berrios, Darnold, Gordon, Judy, Malone.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice. Pretty nice sauce there.
And again, all we really need Malone to do is see 4 targets, catch 2 or 3 of them, and get 30 yards or 20 yards or whatever.
Malone in the captain, dude. He's going off tonight.
That ain't gonna happen. Don't do it.
I'm starting all 3 Denver quarterbacks in that lineup, son.
It ain't gonna happen.
All right, so who's the lowest you're willing to go since we're on that in captain spot?
Well, listen, I'm gonna do it this week because I said I was gonna find a week to do it, and this is the week to do it. I'm taking each defense in a couple of captain spots.
All right,
I'm doing it.
Okay,
because,
cool.
Like I said, if it ends up being a low-scoring game and there's a defensive touchdown, and you have that defense in the captain spot, and that defense has 24 points as the captain, and the score is 19 or 16 to fucking 10, then that's going to be the winning lineup.
Wow, Denver defense is $8,400 for the captain and $6,000 for the Jets. You got to go Jets, right? Yeah.
I like the Jets better anyways, yes.
Yeah. I mean, geez.
Remember, Denver defense is like all backups. It's like 85% backups right now.
Okay. So this price is riding the hype of the Denver defense.
Correct.
And the shittiness of the Jets, of course.
And the shittiness of the Jets.
So what kind of Denver guys are you starting when you load the Jets up as the captain? Like, where should my brain go?
I would think, again, the running backs would be one of your good plays.
All right, well then.
Also, fun fact, the Jets over the last 3 weeks, or I'm sorry, the first 3 weeks of the season, they are the 9th worst against tight ends, allowing 10.4 points this year.
All right. He's in. Noah Fant.
No. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Noah Fant. Okay, so in this lineup, I have the Jets defense in the captain, Jamison Crowder, Sam Darnold, Noah Fant, Melvin Gordon. I have 5,200 left over there. I got Patrick, Hamler, McManus, Ficken. So I should do Denver kicker, right?
I would do. Well, you already got 2 Denvers. Are you doing a 4-2 or a 3-3?
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. So that is Jets and the captain.
I would think, listen, as the defense, the Denver defense, I would think you need 4. I'm sorry, the Jets defense, you would need 4 Jets.
Okay.
2 Denver. So where does that leave you?
It leaves me with Ficken, the kicker for the Jets.
Then fucking take Ficken.
Okay.
Ficken.
All right, so that lineup was Jets defense captain, Jamison Crowder, Sam Darnold, Noah Fant, Melvin Gordon, and Sam Ficken. A 4-2 stack with Jets defense and kicker in it for the dart throw in the quarter jukebox there. So.
Yeah, or a nice one would be if you took the Jets defense and dropped down and got Malone, if you want to get real fancy.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, I'll do that now. By the way, the quarter jukebox tonight pays out $1,250 to first place. which is awesome for a total $5 investment into the quarter jukebox. If you're not playing that, trying to build lineups, learn and maximize your dollar, go do that. Go do that. It's only 20 entry max too, so you don't have to worry about 150 mega mass entries. So go do that. I don't know how I got it, but I don't know if it was one of those foggy nights or something. But I have a $20 entry into the fantasy football millie maker on DraftKings, so I'm going to be grinding some Sunday lineups. So if you guys have any questions about Sunday lineups, I'm going to really be diving in because I want to make the most of it. I don't know if it came out of my DraftKings account or if it was a ticket or I won it on a contest. I don't really know. But it's here and I have an entry. So I'm going to make the most of it this week. I think I'm starting. I'm going to start that research tonight while I'm watching the game. So.
All right, yeah, man. Well, keep me posted on that.
You guys have any questions?
Yeah.
Anything else, brother? Anything else you
Yeah.
want to cover?
I would, from what I've taken note on, of the last games this week or the games this past week, as many people as you could stuff in that lineup that are facing a defense that's terrible at something, do it because it pays off. I mean, for example, you'd want to play the running backs on Denver. You'd want to play the Denver tight end. Both defenses are you can consider them. They're very good plays. As far as who you want to play on the Jets, I'd stick to the wide receivers and the tight end, and then have the QB in there as well because Denver does give up the points to QBs, and like I said, they're decimated right now in injuries. I mean, they're absolutely
a couple darts at Balaj though. Couple darts.
Yeah, I mean, I would play Balaj.
Balaj over Gore, or do you think Gore outscores Balaj?
It depends how the game goes.
Game flow.
Yeah, I mean, if
seems like
Denver,
Adam Gates loves Frank Gore.
Yeah, if Denver gets up by 2 touchdowns, Balaj is in.
Okay.
If you think it's going to be a close game, I think Gore would be the play, but I'm not taking Gore in anything because he just doesn't put the points up. I would rather go with their wide receivers that I know put up points. Like you look at it, they throw the ball a fuckload. The Denver Broncos give up points as through the air. Why would you not?
Yeah, Frank Gore averaging 5.3 fantasy points a game. Yeah. Balaj is averaging 7.0. Frank Gore is the 54th overall running back. Kalen Balaj is the 61st overall running back. The last game they played, Kalen Balaj scored 10.2 points. Frank Gore 7.2. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. And that's with Kalen Balaj not even playing week 1. So you gotta believe that Kalen Balaj is gonna eventually get there.
Yeah, you would think, right? I mean, so that's where I'm at. I really think the smartest play you could have this week, based upon all the numbers and everything in consideration, the smartest play for the captain this week is Crowder. That is the smartest, safest, most beneficial, highest upside. It makes sense all the way. It makes sense. Yeah, it almost makes too much sense. It scares me. That's how much sense it makes. That's how much sense it makes.
That's what we thought about Kelsey last week, and he went out there and did Kelsey things. So
well, I didn't have Kelsey as a captain,
right?
But Mahomes should have been the captain and everything. We should have thought that way, and we didn't, and we paid for it. So,
yeah.
Although I still had a very sexy lineup in that game. It wasn't far off. Wasn't far off. I've been very close in almost all the games this year, so we're gonna nail one of them.
Did you see Jeff Gordon testing a race car for Hendrick Motorsports at Hickory?
I love that.
I'll send you the picture. I saw it today.
Listen, he should get in the car for road courses next year. He will fuck them up.
Yeah.
He will fuck them up. Yeah. He also needs to get in that bitch and run it at Nashville and the Bristol Dirt Race because why not?
Bristol Dirt Race, dude. It's really happening.
I'll be there.
It's really happening. Oh, I know. You'll be boots on the ground. You'll be.
I'll be there. I'm going to be at every first race next year. That's my goal. So I'm going to be at all the road courses that are first time.
I need to win
Nashville.
enough money on DraftKings to get me an RV and meet you up at Road America because that's the one
Listen,
I'm
listen,
really.
listen. We're doing this podcast. We're doing our fucking videos. I'm gonna be right over by the track. I'm a half a mile from Charlotte. Next week when we're doing our videos, I'm doing it at the track. Like it's
Awesome.
happening. So we're
Awesome.
here. We're waiting on it. Let's go get through Talladega. Hopefully we make a little bit of money. I fucking hate restricted racing.
Talladega videos tomorrow.
That's right.
We'll have
That's right.
them up. We'll be ready to go with the Ricky Stenhouse Demolition Derby coming to you live this Sunday. All right, everyone.
Well, y'all have any questions? Get at us. You know how to do it. Facebook. It's WLF Bets. Same for Instagram. I believe the Twitter is the exact same. Find us there. Ask us what you need. Hit us up. Yeah. Let us know your winnings. If you win, let us know.
Let us know if you lose.
Yeah. Let us know if you lose.
Yeah.
Shit.
You're normal.
That's right. We all lose. It's just minimize the loss. So, all right. We Live Fantasy out.
Bye.